Hey everyone, it's Gamefruitpulp and welcome back to another Building Toronto's Extras video. Today we're doing something that when I thought about this Building Toronto's Extras series, this was sort of my intention behind it. We're going to be looking at some of the interesting historical stories about the city of Toronto, and today we're going to be doing that for the first time, and I'm really excited to be going over it with you. Before we jump into the video and the content, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet. It's a great help to the channel and it helps notify you guys of any future videos coming out so that you don't miss any videos that you might enjoy. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Great Fire of Toronto from 1904. 99% of our stuff for this video, the dialogue for this video is going to come from the City of Toronto website, so check the link for that so you can read through it yourself. They've got some really cool photos of the fire. I'm going to try and include some of them in the video, but not all of them will make the cut, so be sure to check it out for yourself. And thank you to the great work from the people at the Toronto Archives to make sure that things like this, important pieces of history in the City of Toronto, are not forgotten. So be sure to check them out. A few snippets come from Wikipedia, but Wikipedia doesn't need a shout out. Everyone knows who they are. So again, we're talking about the Great Fire of Toronto from 1904. Exactly how the fire started has never been solved. Early reports suggested that faulty electrical wiring was to blame. Others thought that a stove left burning at the end of the workday was the cause. Whatever the source, by the time a Toronto police constable saw flames and sounded the alarm at 18:04 p.m. on that icy night of April 19, 1904, the Wellington Street building in which it had started was already a loss, and the fire was quickly spreading to its neighbors. From its origins in the E&S Curry building on the north side of Wellington Street, west of Bay, the fire quickly spread north, south, and east. Soon, both sides of Wellington and Bay Street were aflame. By 9 p.m., every fireman in the city was at the site. The mayor, Thomas Urquhart, sent the deputy fire chief a message, asking if he needed any assistance. The deputy's response: "We need all the assistance that we can get." While the outer walls of the buildings were brick or stone, the joists, floors, and interior walls were wooden. Open stairwells and wide storage spaces filled with cloth, paper, and other flammable goods allowed the fire to sweep through fast, leaving only the stone outer walls remaining, and sometimes not even those. While the mayor sent telegrams to other cities urgently asking for help, the fire's northward advance was stopped. But the fire continued south and east, and by 11 p.m. it had reached Front Street. From there, it swept south to the Esplanade and east along Front towards Yonge. The firefighters and equipment from Toronto's surrounding suburbs, and others arriving by special express trains from Hamilton and Buffalo, arrived in time to help Toronto's exhausted firefighters make a last stand just west of Yonge Street. Some on the ground, some climbing to the roofs of untouched buildings to get above the flames. For 2 hours, they soaked the advancing edge of the fire. Finally, by 4:30 a.m., the fire was declared under control, though small fires continued to break out for the next few days, and the ruins smoldered for 2 weeks. Miraculously, although many firefighters suffered minor injuries, particularly temporary eye damage due to smoke and cinders, no one died in the fire. Financial losses were another story. Total estimated losses were $10 million in 1904 dollars, which translates to approximately $277 million today. Most businesses had insurance, but even so, some lost tens of thousands of dollars. While 5,000 workers lost their jobs temporarily or permanently. The insurance companies suffered serious losses, but earned no one's sympathy when they raised all insurance premiums for businesses in the affected area by 75%, retroactive to the night of the fire. All of the rubble had to be cleared away by hand. Some of the male workers thrown out of work by the fire found employment doing this. Most of the burnt-down businesses quickly found temporary quarters and continued to operate. Many began to rebuild immediately, and City Council worked fast to pass a new building bylaw setting standards for fire-resilient, for the time, construction. On the first anniversary of the fire, the Globe would write, "The business interests of Toronto are safe in the hands of the men who, within a year of such a staggering blow as the Great Fire of April last, have made such wonderful progress in effacing its results." A few buildings nearby survived, including the Bank of Montreal building at Yonge and Front, which obviously is available on our map where the Hockey Hall of Fame sits today, the Customs House in their warehouse, which was demolished in 1919, and the Toronto Evening Telegraph building. Part of the area cleared by the fire became the site of Union Station, which was built during the following decade. The fire remains the largest fire to ever have occurred in Toronto. A previous Great Fire on April 7th, 1849 in the St. Lawrence Market area consumed several city blocks when the city was much smaller and many more structures were wooden. So that is the story of the Great Toronto Fire of 1904. Again, thank you to the Toronto Archives for providing a great resource to learn a little bit more about the fire and sort of set the basis for what I talked about today. Most of the dialogue came from them, so really appreciate the good work they do, like I said. If you do want to hear me talk about the Great Toronto Fire of 1849, I didn't find it quite as interesting as this one, and it wasn't as large, which is why I chose to talk about this one in this video. But this is something I plan on talking about in the future for about the city of Toronto, how the city got its name, how it was founded, how it ended up the way it is today. And I don't think it's not going to be in chronological order. Obviously, the Great Toronto Fire of 1904 is not the first historical event to happen in the city, but I think that it's something that I want to talk about over time on the channel, is talk about little stories that maybe those of you, especially those of you from Toronto and the area that don't know, might be interested in finding out, but also people who follow the channel and follow the project. I think talking about the story that makes this city the city that it is will help also build the nuance and the appeal of the project itself, because those same stories are clearly demonstrated in the project when you look at things like the Bank of Montreal building that we've already built, and the fact that that could have been wiped out, and the reason why nothing else in the area is quite as old as that building, and that's simply because nothing else survived the fire in the area. And so anyways, that is everything for this video. Let me know what you guys think of videos like this, and what you think about me doing more of them in the future. If you're new to the channel and you enjoyed, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and if you're a returning viewer and you enjoyed, be sure to hit the like, share the channel with your friends, and also hit the bell next to the subscribe button just to be notified of any new content that I put out in the future. I hope you guys are enjoying my channel. I tried to change up my my channel sort of theme a little bit and tweak it a little bit coming into the new year with the type of content I put out. So let me know if you guys notice a difference, and if you're enjoying the newer content and the newer theme of the content with more dialogue focused stuff. That is everything. Hope you guys are staying safe and healthy, and I will catch you guys all next time. My name is Gamefruitpulp. Hope you guys all have a good one. See you later.